Hey guys, it's Baydzone here, coming at you with my review of the St Kilda versus Fremantle game at Optus Stadium in round 2. Now this is a very tough game, a very hard fought game, and there's a lot of things I liked about it, but there was also a lot of things that I didn't like about it, and I'm going to get into all of it. Okay, so we did very well with our defence in the first half. We kept St Kilda to 2 goals. However, they did get an abundance of chances inside the forward 50, which I didn't like. I wish that we didn't give them that many chances, but we did. Our chances in the forward line was limited. You could see that we were lacking midfield depth. We were struggling significantly. We needed Fife, we needed Mundy, and we didn't have them. We had Brayshaw, who got 40 disposals and a goal and 2 behinds. A dominant, Superman-like performance from Brayshaw, which is what you go and expect to see him do when there are players out of the side. However, not good enough. Sarong didn't help him. Sarong, he had hardly any impact. Hardly. Brody got some touches, but getting some touches, what is that? What is that if you can't actually impact the game strongly? Impose yourself, be a big presence in the game. I thought a lot of our players were good. Alex Pearce was good for times until that third quarter come around. So far, I've witnessed key forwards from 2 different teams boot 5 goals in round 1 was Rochelle, and then in round 2, Max King kicks 4 goals on Alex Pearce. And I'm sitting there thinking to myself, okay, this guy, he's struggling a bit. Like, he's been out for a long time, but it's unforgivable. When you allow a forward, 2 different forwards from 2 different weeks. We had 3 forwards now kick 4 on us in the last 2 weeks, which is crazy. Crazy to me that we allowed Higgins, King, and Rochelle. That's 3 forwards going off, going, oh yeah, I'm going to have a bag, man. Get me the fucking bag. I don't know what they think. The defenders, what do they think when they go up against the defence? Oh yeah, we'll hold them to no goals at half time. But what does that do if you allow these players to kick 3 in a quarter on you? You can't have the perseverance, the courage to keep fighting when the game goes deep, when it gets late in the game and you're getting tired and you're beat down and you feel, I've worked so hard in the first half, I can slack off a little bit this quarter. That's what I don't like about this team, is that, I love them so much. I'm so passionate about them, guys, and I will sing their praises every day of the week. But if you're going in and you're playing an amazing first half of footy and then you're going, okay, we can just chill out a little bit, take that foot off the gas in that third quarter, it gets into your mental. It gets into your spirit. It becomes the spirit of the team, of the club. You see one player slack off, and then the next player does it, and then the next player does it, and it's like a virus. It's like a sickness. Once they all start doing it, they all do it together. I saw this happen at Carlton last year, when Carlton's defence was bad. They didn't give a shit for the whole year. They didn't. And once you don't give a shit and you're stuck in a pattern and your team's all doing it and your leaders start doing it. Alex Pearce was the captain last week. Go figure. He's allowing Max King kick 4 on him. Could have kicked 5. That's all I need to say about that. That's all I need to say. I reckon the boys would be disappointed with the performance, but do I believe that they have the the spirit and the courage to stand up this week and hold Kennedy to nothing and Darling to nothing when they have gone 0-2 and they're feeling the pressure of not winning a game yet to mediocre clubs like North Melbourne and Gold Coast. They'd be going, oh, fuck, man. We need to win bad. We need to win. We're back at Optus. Fremantle just lost to St Kilda. We've got momentum. We were close to beating North. We didn't do it, but... And, you know, you could argue the same thing for Freo. 10-point loss. Oh, that's not much. They come hard in the last few minutes, but we just didn't have the forward line structure. And that goes back to my point. We've always got injuries. It's hurting us severely. And, you know, when Darcy went down, we just didn't have a forward line structure. You know, like we didn't have two guys that could be resting forward while someone rucked. We now had to go from one massive tall to one guy rucking. And then you got one tall on the forward line with a bunch of smalls that just aren't that good. They are good on their day sometimes, but they're just not consistently good enough. You know, it's just, we've got a lot of guys that we love to give them a lot of leniency, and we like to go, okay, well, you know, I like Collier. Collier's good and all this sort of thing, and oh yeah, I like Walters. But Walters' name, that's the only reason why he's getting games now, guys. He's not at the level. He's not been performing for a long time. He needs to make way. He needs to be out of the team. But I don't think Lomua or the selection panel will have the balls to go, hey, sit this one out, big shot. Go to the waffle for a bit. Get your form back. They won't do that. They'll be like, oh, he's a leader. We need a leader out on the field. We don't have many of them. It's not good enough if they're not performing. You need to put the pressure on him. Let him know that it's not okay just to be Michael Walters. Michael Walters? What is Michael Walters? I want to see the old Michael Walters. The guy that would kick you 6 goals on you. Have you worried, man? A guy that would put fear in your heart, knowing that you were dealing with this guy on the forward line, not the guy that trips over every few seconds, fumbles the ball, gets in the way of Frederick when he has an open shot at goal. You know, like, I don't know what's happened to this guy. I love Michael Walters. I do. But he has completely crumbled as a player. You know, and his star power is just dwindling. I've noticed it every week. I go out and I go, fuck. Hopefully this week he can do it. He struggles to kick 2 goals now, let alone 1. You know, it's disappointing. It's disappointing, and I think he's going to where Eddie Betts was at the end of his career. I think he's pretty much already there, to the point where it's like, okay, well, eventually they're going to have to drop him, even though they won't. People are going to be calling for it. They have been calling for it for a long time, since 2020. And we still keep calling for it every week, and they don't hear us. You know, what do we know? We're just fans. We're just fans. We talk our opinion. I'm talking my opinion. I think we need to bring in Joel West and Neil Erasmus, play the kids, let them have a chance, give them a chance, give us a chance to have a good future ahead of us. You know, the future isn't now like they advertise. It's not now. We're not making finals. We're not going to win a premiership within 5 years. As much as they want to, we're not doing it. The girls have a significant hurdle in their way. They're going to struggle to win that premiership. And I don't want to come across like I'm pessimistic. I'm not being pessimistic. I'm just being realistic with where we're at as a team. And we've got a very defensive game style, and that's going to be very hard to win a premiership within 5 years, considering the way the game has gone, how high scoring it's got, how every team that is on top are high scoring teams. We're just not a high scoring team. We're a very defensive team, and that's hurting us, and it's hurting our ability to win a premiership. You know, and this game with St Kilda, we had 55 points on the board. 55 at full time, and that's not how you win a premiership. That's not how you even make finals. You know, it's not good enough. It's the skills were terrible. I really can't say much more worse other than, oh yeah, we kept them to nothing at half time. We had a good first half and that was it. It's the same story of the Adelaide game. I want to see a significant improve this week against the Eagles. I want to see Fremantle lift their game to the point where they go, no, we are making the change. We are making the shift. We're going hard. We're going to finals. And I don't know if we're there. I don't know if we are going to do that. It'll be a while before we do. There may be some very frustrated Fremantle fans. I know I'm a bit frustrated. I was angry after that game. I was quite down in the dumps about it. I felt quite depressed because I do believe in my boys, and seeing Darcy go down like that, and then knowing the internal dread of like, okay, we just lost our best ruckman. And now we're going into a derby next week, and to be honest, it just stinks of a West Coast win where they get their first win of the year. So I don't know, guys. There was a lot of good things about the game. I love that that Lob has definitely stepped up since Tab's gone down. Kicking 2 goals, that's good. It's decent. It's really the minimum you have to hit as a key forward, and he's hit it, so I'm happy with that. Collier, I love Collier, but I think that maybe we need to start being ballsy at selection and going, okay, well, there's some good players here, but we need to get Akers out the team and get someone else in like O'Driscoll. Need to bring Mundy in. Need to bring Taberner in if he's fit. If he's not fit, we need another guy that's tall or semi-tall to come in and bring another physical presence in the forward line for West Coast to worry about. So I'm going to go in with hope to the derby. I'm going to hope that we can field a team that can win, that can at least keep that mental obstacle in West Coast way, thinking like, oh shit, can we beat them? Like that they did to us. They did that to us for years. We always thought, oh shit, we can't beat them. And it took a long time, and once we did, we've won 2 pre-season derbies. We need to beat them here, regardless of who they've got in and out. Regardless. We need to beat them. If we can't beat West Coast, that's the season done, bro. It already feels done to me after 55 at full time to St Kilda. I feel like I'm giving a scathing review, and that's not what I wanted to do. I didn't want to come in here and do that, guys. But you just have to call it out when you see it. You have to call it out. That's my job. I talk about this stuff. As a fan, as a person with an opinion, that's what I do. I just say my opinion. I just try to put out the 100% truth of what I believe. If I'm wrong, I wear it. If I'm right, I wear it. And I don't know what you guys think. I hope that we see some improvements this week against West Coast, and I hope that we get an amazing win and can go, okay, well, now we get ourselves settled and go to round 4. But, after seeing a game like that where a forward line with Max King and Jack Higgins and Membry and Butler and all these players that, are very, very good on their day, I just knew it stunk of a St Kilda win, man. It really did, and credit to Brayshaw. I'm so happy we had him, because had we not had Brayshaw, man, we would have been done big time. We would have been killed, absolutely killed, and I'm glad that we were able to stay in it and at least only lose by 10 points, because that could have been even worse than what it was, but it wasn't. So I hope we see a big lift from the midfield this week against West Coast, because we need a lot of lifting in a lot of areas, especially the forward line. That's the main area we need a lift from. And the defence has to not allow a bag kicked on them this week. But it can happen from anywhere, anyone, any angle. You could get Kennedy, you could get Darling, You could get Rioli, who's now fucking in scary form, and he's getting off scot-free every week when he's getting match review fucking things. Liam Ryan. They're getting all these guys back, man. They're getting Nick Nat back, and we don't even have Darcy. You know, it's just typical Fremantle injury. Lose a player. Ouchies, I'm fucking hurt. I can't play for a full fucking season. And then, you know, because we don't have great players out there, we're just going to half-ass ourselves and not step up to the plate when we fucking need to. That's the problem, man. So, the kids need a lift. Give the kids a shot. Give O'Driscoll a shot. He earned it, in my opinion. Bring in Mundy. Bring in Taberner. Bring in Erasmus. Take out Akers. Aish. Walters. Who else? Banfield, maybe. 4. There's 4 for your other 4. And hopefully we get a win. I'll leave this with you guys. I wasn't impressed with the game. I was a bit down about it. And I really hope we can improve this week, because, you know, allowing sides to kick bags on us every week and you know, struggling in the midfield and not giving enough when there's no Mundy there or no Fife there, it's hard, man. The Chera loss is probably even more painful than what we imagined, and Will Brodie hasn't had enough shot at AFL level yet, so he still needs time. And there's a lot of players that need time. So we've got to be patient, got to give them time, got to just ride the waves of them and deal with whatever the hell we're dealing with. You know, it's going to take time, it's going to take a while. And I think as fans we get so impatient, and we want finals right now, we want premierships right now. But the fact is, you just got to see where we're at. We've got kids everywhere, man, on the field. We don't have a team full of leaders like Western Bulldogs do. They have like Bont on the field and Treloar, and they have so many A-grade midfielders like Dunkley and McRae. They're stacked. And look at Fremantle. Who have they got in the midfield? Brayshaw, Sarong, Mundy, Fife. Mundy and Fife were out last week, so you're down to 2. Brayshaw's the superstar midfielder, but you've got then Sarong, who is a young, up-and-coming, rising star. You know, Glendinning Allen medalist. You know, he is starting to build, but he needs to take that next step yet, where he's consistently considered an absolute superstar. And I think that can happen this year. It's a wait and see. And then after that, you've got Akers, Aish, Blakely, Will Brodie, who hasn't proven himself yet. It's not a superstar midfield, guys. It's just not. And you got a forward line of... Let me read off the forward line to you. Michael Frederick, still a young kid. He had one good preseason game, and that was it. Collier, an Essendon reject, who we turned into a half-decent player. Banfield, who's had injuries galore throughout his whole career. Not had a good shot at being an AFL player. He's been in and out of the team for a long time. Walters, completely out of form. I could rattle off so many players on our list that are just list cloggers, that aren't premiership calibre players, that we honestly need to be real with ourselves and go, okay, well, probably shouldn't be in the team, but they are in the team. And we're never going to win a premiership with this side. That's just my opinion. Until we get these other young kids trained up to the point that they're superstars. If we win a premiership, it's going to be in the future. It's going to be down the track. It's not going to be now. It's not going to be finals now. It's going to be down the track. So be patient. We'll get there. It'll take a while. I'll probably be in my 30s by then. I'm 25 now. But yeah, remain diligent, guys. Remain patient. We'll get there. It takes time to build a superstar team. We're still doing that. You know, we're doing that every year at the draft. We just brought in Jordan Clark. That was a good trade, and it's helped. We're a lot more speedy and attacking, and I like that. We just need to refine that a bit, and we'll be right. So, thanks for watching the video, and I'll talk to you soon. Hopefully, we can move past this St Kilda game and refresh it in the derby and win it somehow. I'd like that, just to see us bounce back and show everyone what Fremantle's made of. Let's go, Freo.